What if you could get more of the Jimmy and Nath Show with Emma? You can with the podcast. Thanks to What If. You're only a what if away from great winter holidays. What If? It's Aussie for travel.
Hey, podcast people, welcome. Friday podcast, so it's a bit fucking loose today.
There may be producer, there may be something in our radio show for this, so maybe just take a note or tell me that it's fucked and we don't have to do it.
Hey, do this. Just take this down.
Take this down.
Take this down.
But Nathan and I were having this conversation yesterday, and I'd love to get your thoughts on it.
Okay.
This is very classic battle of the sexes, the differences between men and women.
Oh, I know what you're talking about,
Yeah.
and this is a huge one. I think this is a good for Ding Dong You're Wrong.
Maybe, yes. Okay,
Oh,
so
all right. So you're pitching Ding Dong right now.
This is like
my ding dong's pitching.
I
A tent.
What was that? It's his ding dong. This is like evoked so much emotion in me that I was like, this is quite literally like the definition of how we can never be right.
Yeah, so Nathan and I have spoken about this as friends. I don't even think we've ever done it on the show, but we've spoken about it many, many times over the years.
In joke, through tears, all this.
Okay.
So I'll set the scene. So yesterday, Nathan and I, we did go to the gym together, and then we were walking out. Anyway, when I left the gym, my job was to go to Coles and buy stuff for dinner.
Yep.
For me and my partner. And when I got out of the gym class, I didn't have my phone on me, and I looked at it, and I had a message from my partner going, "Hey, do you mind? I'm going to go to the pub. The girls are there. I'm just going to have a couple of wines with the girls, so I might be home about an hour and a half later."
Yeah.
I go, yeah, that's fine.
Yeah,
I was
sure.
like, just if you
Was
want.
dinner going to be late?
No, so here's the
that?
thing. So dinner was supposed to be served at what, 6:30?
6:30.
6:30.
Okay, so you'd be eating at 8?
She then sends a message when he's getting the stuff ready. In his mind, it has been organised for 6:30.
Mm-hmm.
She goes, I'll be an hour and a half late. His response, without any qualms, is, yep, no worries.
Yeah, I was like, give me the heads up when you're, on your
Yeah.
way because I can start cooking stuff.
Yeah.
But
Which
I
is
can
exactly how I would have also responded.
make myself a
Right.
snack or whatever.
Okay.
I don't care. If, however, the shoe was on the other foot and she was prepping dinner at home,
It would be World
and she
War
had said
III.
6:30 is time for dinner, and I said to her, "Hey, I'm just going to the pub for
Absolutely
a couple of
not. No.
Okay.
I've already planned dinner.
Why is it
and
different
by
for
the way-
us?
Why?
And what? Because we have mentally prepared the mental load of what.
We'll
how
turn
we're
your
gonna-
brain off."
Can't do it, mate. You should know of all people who can't turn your brain off.
But
So we planned everything. It's all organised. We're going to eat. It's going to be delicious. Maybe there's it's not just dinner. It's dessert and drinks. Now you want to piss off with your friends. By the way, you say you're going to be home at 8 in an hour and a half. No, you're not. You're going to end up eating out, and I'm going to have to eat bloody 2-minute noodles, mingering or something from the pantry.
Okay. Extension to this, same thing. If my partner goes out on the weekend, and it might be, I'm going to meet the girls for like a boozy lunch or something.
Yeah.
I'm like, cool. And then she's like, well, they may not have plans afterwards. But then they go, I don't know, out to another pub, or
Sure.
a show, whatever.
Whatever.
Yeah, tell me about it the next day. I don't care.
I don't care.
Whereas if I go, hey, I'm going to meet Nath for beers at lunch on a Saturday, and she goes, all right, well, what are you doing after that?
Yeah.
I don't know. Well, why don't you know? Where will you be?
Yeah.
What time will you be there?
Okay.
Who's going to be there? What
Yeah.
time
He's-
does that finish? Then where are you going?
Because are you coming home? Because then she has
We
to
don't know.
worry, are you alive or dead when you don't come
Okay.
home at the time that
Well,
you
I'm
say
not
you're going
worried.
to?
My end,
Em,
she goes out.
but
But you should be.
But this happened. This exact thing happened to me yesterday, right? So
Okay.
Jim and I are going to the Swannies, right? We're going to the footy
This
this
Saturday,
weekend.
yeah,
You
this
know,
Saturday.
and I put it in the calendar because I know she likes things in the calendar. So I put it in for 2. The game's at 4, but I put it in for 2, right?
Yeah, because you're going for prees.
Yeah, I put it in
Have
for 2.
some bro time.
However, Jimmy and I decided we want to go and get lunch. And producer Lola, you can weigh in on this as well. We decided we want to go and get lunch,
Yep.
right, at 12:30. Nothing else has been planned. Nothing else has been discussed, right? I go home yesterday going, hey, Jimmy and I are going to go for lunch before we go to the footy. She goes, no. And I go,
No.
what do you mean? And she goes, well, I had some things planned. And I go, well, you haven't communicated. Do I read minds?
But you already said that it was from 2, so you can't then go and say 12:30.
Yeah, but he didn't know
because
she
in her
had
mind-
plans.
There was no plan. There was
Yes,
nothing.
because she was going to talk to you about it like the night
When?
before.
Oh, I beat it to the
All
punch.
morning of, as soon as you open your eyes, you're like, and this, and this is what we're doing today.
So this is what we're talking about. Is there's just no win. There's
There
no
is
win.
no win.
There's no
Actually, the winner is always the girl.
win. Yeah, that's true.
There's no win for you.
That's why I've
That's true.
accepted
Yeah.
Whatever
defeat
you
and
do,
default.
we're
Mate,
going to be cranky.
I told Meg I'm out for breakfast on Saturday. So.
Just start putting in your calendar, I'm busy for 24 hours. Saturday and Sunday, I'm unavailable.
Enjoy the podcast.
Look, I want to ask now on 131060, what did your kid find that maybe they probably shouldn't have? You know what I mean? We're adults. We're allowed to have adult interests.
Sure.
So, then that could be a range of things.
All I'll say is parents try harder to hide stuff.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Don't put it in the top drawer.
Yes.
Look, before I tell you about this story that I saw online, I'd probably ask you, Em, you've got kids. Have your kids ever found something?
Found something that they shouldn't have found.
Our eldest, well, we were a bit lazy and should have popped them away, but he found condoms.
Did you just say they were
And
balloons?
Pardon?
Did you say they were balloons?
Yeah, for his party.
No, well, he didn't
Turned one
open
into a sausage
the
dog.
packet. It was an unopened
Two
one.
balloon animals?
Yeah.
He just picked it up.
How about a sword, son?
He picked it up and we literally took it away. We're like, oh, that's mummy's and daddy's.
Oh,
Yeah.
but there wasn't any inspection or anything like that.
No.
Didn't have
We
to-
stopped it before it happened.
Yeah, that's
Well,
good.
there's a story, a mum, her story's gone viral this week, very embarrassing. An American mum by the name of Emma Kennedy, like our very own, the American version of Emma, shared how a young son rocked up to daycare proudly showing off something from home. I mean,
Okay.
kids bring stuff from home all the time.
For show and tell.
yeah.
Okay.
It was a G-string.
Brought in the G-banger.
Yeah, black,
Lovely.
bleach stained, straight from the dirty laundry
Oh,
basket.
no.
I was going to say, because there's the good G-bangers. There's good underwear and there's good underwear that needed to be tossed last year, but we still hang on just for the just-in-case days when you haven't done the washing.
So it wasn't a nice frilly number or anything.
No,
like
it's
that.
dirty too.
Oh, no.
So the dirty
So the kids-
laundry
At least
basket.
it was black.
Yeah.
So the kid's
that's true.
panicked. He's gone, I'll grab this out of the basket.
I don't know
on
if
the
he's
way
panicked
in.
because she picked him up and the teachers were like, hey, just let you know your son Angus is super proud all day walking around.
Yeah.
Going, look at mummy's
Yeah, this is what mum does.
She wears little ones, I wear big ones.
Yeah, okay.
Because, as a
Trying to
child-
figure it out.
You would
Yeah.
be mortified. Like a clean, decent-looking G-string, you'd be like, ah, ha, ha. But
a
used
dirty black, and it had
gross.
stains. It had bleach stains.
Oh,
Because some people bleach their buttholes.
no, it's a thing.
And I always say my butthole does not look like a beluga whale.
No,
that's what I
you
say.
do.
Famous.
You should get that on a t-shirt.
Is that
or,
what
or
you
a,
always
or,
say?
Or a G-string, maybe.
So what I want to do on 131060 is ask, what did your kid find that they definitely shouldn't have? I mean, it probably leads towards more the adult, as you said, the condoms, the lube, maybe a toy.
Sure.
Because you're allowed to have that. You're an adult. You can have those interests.
Also, they'll press any button, and if it vibrates, they're like, sick, this is a toy.
Yeah, that's fun. Yeah, I'm going to stay right out of this conversation so I don't scar myself.
Well, yeah, no, because Nath has a great story, but he doesn't tell it. So.
What? Sorry, you can't say that. Nath has a great story,
Do
doesn't
you want me to tell it?
Open
You
your
don't
mouth.
have to, but I'll tell it quickly. And
You can tell
Yeah.
the story. But
Very
this
quickly.
has scarred me for a very long
Nath,
time.
this is the only thing that Nath really hates me talking about. So I don't actually bring it up. Even in the pub with mates, I never really bring this story.
Yay,
This is
so let's-
this is an uncomfortable
so this
story.
is the deal. 131060 is a number. No one's called yet. So you have to call. If I tell Nath's story that he doesn't like me saying, you have to call.
Well, how about this? 131060. What did your kid find? Give us a call.
Nath went into his garage one time looking for something and found a photo album of his parents dressed up in lingerie doing questionable things to each other.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Wait, Dad was dressed in lingerie too?
questions.
13.
Hello, Owen. What did your kid find, Big O?
So we have had our adults only drawer next to our bed.
Sure.
And it's a couple of years ago, so my daughter's 9 now. She was about 6 at the time. She found that drawer and came out with a friend that she was using on her face because she thought it was such a great face massager.
Oh no! So I'm assuming. So this friend had batteries.
This friend was rechargeable, but yes, that sort of friend. Yeah.
It's that kind
Nath,
of
they
friend.
haven't had batteries in years. Come on, mate.
Did the friend have a shower recently, or was the friend a little used?
no, Em.
Oh, Emma.
I don't know. I think the friend was used the night before. If I
Oh my God!
remember. We were pretty mortified.
What did you say, Owen? Did you just say? How do you explain that, or you just snatch it and go, "Not for you"?
Pretty much it. Not for you, not for the face, not for ever. And then we moved the drawer and hid everything somewhere else.
Yep. Well, not for your daughter's face, anyway. Amelia. Amelia.
Up yours.
Up yours.
So what did your kid find?
So my 2-year-old son went into our bedroom drawer, and I should have hidden it a lot better, But in there, my husband and I had a dirty magazine.
Yep.
And it was very, very X-rated. And he picked that up. We had no idea. And he ran downstairs. And my mother-in-law was over, and they do reading together. And she always says, go and choose a book. And we'll read it. And he came running down with that and give it to her and said, Nanny, I want this one. And the room just went silent. I was absolutely mortified.
Well, it's not. I mean, there's not really any stories in there, though. It's a picture book, isn't it?
No. Well, I mean, to be fair,
what did Nanny say? Did Nanny say anything?
Oh, it just went quiet. She didn't know what to say, and she just snatched it away. She said, "No, we can't read that one."
Nanny's gone. This is a new edition of the Hungry Caterpillar, where the wild things are, perhaps. Thank you, Amelia. Hello, Ali.
Hello.
What did your kid find?
Well, it's actually not my kid, but as a teacher, we had a show and tell, bring something from home. And the child went over to their bag and brought out a bong, water and all.
A bong?
Whoa.
Yep.
A bong? Oh, you got to start them early.
Started to walk across the room with it, and I had a teacher's aide in the room at the time, and neither of us have moved so fast in our entire life.
Did the kid know what it was?
No idea.
Did you ask them what they thought it was?
We didn't ask any questions.
Just
we
grabbed
had to
it.
get it back in that bag straight away.
I don't understand how, the kid even got it to school without anyone seeing.
We don't understand either. I'm still, it was years ago. I was in my first year of teaching. It just came out and it was like, this is my mum and dad.
Do you confiscate it, or do you just give it back to the kid and the kid takes it home?
We put it in the bag, and then the bag went to the principal.
All right. So it's in a teacher's lounge.
Trending now with Emma Chow.
Katy Perry and Justin Trudeau seem to be getting a little more serious after their dog walk, dinner and nightcap date a few days ago. He then shows up to her concert in Montreal. So someone caught him on camera watching her with a leg up on the staircase for Teenage Dream. And he was spotted cheering in the crowd. But the weird thing is he seemed to be there by himself.
Oh, that's a bit sad.
Weird
you
and
don't
sad.
Go to Katy Perry by yourself. It's a bit weird.
I don't think he's going to be taking his kids.
I wonder if he went backstage. Did anyone see him go backstage or anything afterwards?
I haven't seen anything, no. But everyone's talking about the fact that he was there.
You early days of dating as well, when you're dating someone and you don't know any of their friends yet, is so.
Oh, it's so awkward.
I tell you, one of the worst places I've ever, most uncomfortable. And I'm usually, okay wherever I am.
You can normally deal with a stranger or two.
But I was dating this girl and she was a model.
Yeah.
That was her job. And it was
Wow.
early days.
Nice.
And she invited me to one of her shows.
Okay,
So
like
I
a
went.
runway show.
Runway show.
Yeah.
So I went, but I didn't know anyone. Right? So I didn't know
Okay.
her friends. I didn't know anyone. And I was there by myself, sitting
Oh, creeper.
Like a
it-
bump on a log.
Yeah, and look at me, right? I don't really look like the other fashion industry people.
And you shouldn't have worn
Yes.
that big trench coat either, because that's
I
just
probably was wearing
weird.
something like this, like a hat and a hoodie.
Yeah.
And they're all wearing, even the guys are they're very skinny, very gaunt, very, leather. It's very different to my sort
Very
of.
MGK vibes.
Yes. And I'm sort of sitting in this front row and people are just staring at me.
And you had a cold at the time, so you were breathing really heavily. So he's in the front row of the trench
I got-
coat. They're walking past and he's going,
I'm going.
Nathan, have you ever been, because you're very good at assimilating into situations.
I'm like a chameleon, mate. I
Have
can
you-
change into anything.
Have you ever been at an event? I've been at an event once, been waiting for a friend,
Yeah.
and there's so many influencers that are filming content that I literally sat on a tiny stool looking like the biggest douche.
I've been to so friends of mine, Harry, who FaceTimed us from Greece this morning, right? So I've been to family events with him where he hasn't been there, but everyone there is completely Greek and only speaks Greek. So I've been there and they've been talking to me in Greek before, and I've had to be like, Yasu. I just kept saying hello to everybody, even though I've been with
Hello
them.
and yes. Yes,
hello
like-
and
yes.
okie.
Oh, yeah. And finally, Dax Shepard says that he and Kristen Bell let their kids swear. Their daughters, Lincoln and Delta, are 12 and 10. Have a listen to Dax explain on Armchair Expert.
I fully swear in front of my kids.
Yeah.
They are allowed to swear, not with impunity, but when it's called for and they land it, and it's in the house and not out at a restaurant, it's okay.
Yeah.
Imagine explaining to like your 4-year-old kid who's just dropped the F-bomb. Was that with impunity? If that
Well,
wasn't...
you're using it colloquially.
Yeah.
When it's in context, it's actually a proud parent moment, I gotta
Yeah,
say. But
'cause
I'm a swear bear.
You are
I've been told many a times to cut back on my
You're one
swearing.
of the great swearers.
I sent you some meme, didn't I, on Instagram? Did you see it?
You did.
Yeah. It was
Yeah.
like you swear a lot, but I love it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So are your kids big swearers?
Tino's first F-bomb was when he was like 2.
Yeah.
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 Proud moment.
Because I know
told
they smoke a lot too, and they're just drinking. Jim, Em, I've been talking about it all morning. I've been giving little teasers, little breadcrumbs here, there, and everywhere.
People have been waiting.
People have been waiting. I've been telling people, you won't see this coming. You'll be blindsided. And it's now time to reveal what this show will be launching Monday morning.
In the dark, with your eyesight gone, all you have is your hearing, your smell, and your touch.
Hello.
Hi. A Sydney radio first is coming.
Can't say I've ever done this before.
No bios, no swipes. The lights go off. Monday from 6 a.m. Only on Today, 104.1.
Dating in the dark. Sydney.
Dating in the dark.
Yeah, it's a wild one. It came from the brain of Jimmy, which things often they don't happen that way.
This is officially your brainchild.
My thing, I actually don't really do anything on this show. I'm the last to come in. I'm the first to leave. I'm the fun guy.
Riddland's a hell of
Your
a drug.
personality.
Yeah. I mean, I probably came up with something because I finally got some good meds.
Yeah.
But look, I'll be honest. I was talking about two of our notoriously single roommates earlier.
Sure.
Well, my roommate and your friend Harry and Josh. And we're all spoken for, and I've been watching them in the dating scene in Sydney, and it's not great, right? It's not great. There's a lot of people judging people book off their cover. So straight away, and that's with the apps is right as well, because you're just, admittingly there's some prompts and but it's just photo-based, let's be honest.
Of course it is.
And that's come into real life now. You walk into a pub or a venue and you look at someone straight away and go, yay or no, you're not even giving them the chance.
It's very shallow. The dating the situation now is very shallow. It is based on your looks, and it's quite literally a swipe right, a swipe left.
Well, there's no meeting in person anymore. You
No.
know, like going out to the club and just like meeting someone, or
Yes.
just being out on a walk and like
Correct.
striking up a conversation.
And then the phones as well. That's the other thing I've noticed with my mates is when they're out dating and they are like, because they've gone to the pub and coincidentally I live in the area and I might be like, oh, I'm there as well. They're on a date. They're still on their phones.
Yeah.
So I thought, what can we do? What can we do, myself, Nath, Emma, as a show for you, Sydney? And that's Dating in the Dark. We're getting single Sydney-siders together in a room starting Monday. Each week we'll have a different couple. This will be on the show, but also on the socials as well.
Yep.
You're going to want to follow.
You're going to need to see this, because we have seen
Even though
how
it's
these
dating
are
in the dark,
happening.
so all the videos are just black.
Yeah.
But no, we've got infrared cameras, we've got everything.
Yes.
So at the Jimmy and Nath Show with Emma.
Yeah.
So make sure you're following that, because that's what it's going to be. It's also going to be on the show. And we want to strip away all that stuff and just get back to basics.
Yeah.
Two people having a conversation.
This is what we're doing. This is the interesting part. It is not very radio. What we're doing
it's a
is
social experiment.
It's a social experiment. It's essentially a TV show that is going to be played out on our radio show.
Yes.
This is not what you normally do on radio.
No. You know what I love about this is that like your other senses are so heightened. So like the sound of someone's voice.
Yeah.
And
Like the way that the energy feels in the room, but you
and-
can't see them.
smell is going to be so important.
Smell is
Yes,
important.
smell.
Because you can't see the person and you're talking to them, but guess what? They're sitting across from you. They're in a room,
Yep.
Sydney, and it's pitch black. Maybe they could just see the outline, but you can sniff the. Well, we don't encourage them to sniff each other, but you know what I mean.
No, but
It's
like
not
the
dogs and
scent
butts.
of like the cologne or the fragrance that you're wearing is
Yeah,
in the
so
room.
important.
Yeah.
And like if you're wearing a fragrance that the other person doesn't like, is that immediately going to be a turn off?
Yes.
Like, this isn't going to work.
Absolutely.
Is the sound of your voice like too high or too low?
Look, but it is unfortunately the end of the week. Good news though, we will be back on Monday, so come on back, y'all. But at the end of the
Our
week, we like
American
to
accents.
come on back now. Yeah.
You're also wearing your Wyoming jumper too.
Yeah, I
so
think I was
that's perfect.
inspired by my.
Yeah, you
footy.
definitely were.
Look, it is the end of the week. That means we like to take a little listen back to the week that was to find our cow.
Well. Hello there. Let's wrap up another eventful week on the show. A week full of fun,
How bad as the buzzies?
laughs,
Yes!
and exclusive previews.
What's up? This is Sabrina Carpenter.
Yep, we had an exclusive look at Sabby C's new album tracks.
Track 7, Never Getting Laid. Preview exclusively by Jimmy here.
I'm so sad 'cause I'm never getting laid.
Great, now do the song.
After Jimmy told us a story about how a car was stolen in his street, we wanted to hear if your car had been stolen and did you get it back? And Tina's sister had hers stolen while doing something we all do.
Okay, so my sister had her first baby. She was shopping at East Garden Shopping Centre. She just put all the Christmas shopping in the boot and went back in and had lunch with the baby. Came back out, car gone. An XD Ford Falcon V8 with big chunky mag tyres.
I remember seeing that driving around these gardens.
Tina, did she get it back?
Yes!
How? What happened?
4 years later, someone had moved out of an apartment block in Hurstville.
Yes.
And they left the car there up on bricks. And they just took all the tyres. She got all her Christmas shopping back.
Stop it! 4 years later? Can you imagine if there was a Christmas ham sitting in that car? We were after your embarrassing high school stories this week after Emma told us how she got this nickname.
Bangers and Flash. Bangers and Flash.
And you can hear that full story on Thursday's podcast, by the way. Elmer called us.
My story's about my sister. We're on a packed bus. She was standing up in the driver, slammed his brakes on, and she fell head first with her legs up in the air and her dress come down around her face and had massive big cottontail undies on, so she was called Cottontail for the rest of her school year.
Great nickname.
Speaking of high school, that's where our next caller, Noah, got scammed by his mate.
Hello, Noah.
We're talking high school, we're talking fake sneakers. Mate sells me the fake sneaks, then exposes me in front of friends.
Oh my God! So he rorted you and then embarrassed you on purpose.
And pretended like he wasn't the one who sold them to me.
Oh!
I mean, Noah, you poor bastard, but pretty funny.
And finally this week, have you ever trusted a stranger with something? Naomi spilt a bit of a secret about her best friend to us.
Have you trusted a stranger with something?
I certainly have. You know, when your best friend tells you a secret and they say you can't tell anyone, but you want to offload it to somebody. I'm a loyal friend, but I tell strangers my best friend's secret.
So what was the secret?
My best friend's having an affair, and I didn't want to say anything, so...
So Naomi, when I ask you what have you trusted a stranger with, it's just all your friends' secrets.
Yes. And I'm literally shaking saying this because it is my biggest secret as well. But at the same time, I love Kevin Hart. So I'm like, I'm going to
And before we wrap up this week, I'd like to play a game right now of getting to know you with today's contestant, Jimmy Smith. Question 1. How many Instagram DMs have you not replied to?
Oh, hundreds.
Now that is on brand. Question 2. The other day you claimed your dog Baxter did a fluffy in the studio. How many times have you blamed Baxter when it was actually you?
Oh, hundreds.
Yeah, we all saw 3 that one. And question 3. How many times has your lovely partner Charlotte said to you in the bedroom, "Oh, that was quick"?
Oh, hundreds.
And on that note, I'm Audio Bones. Laters.
Bonesy does it again each and every week. However, there can only be one cow, Jim. Only one cow that can moo their way on to our caller of the week. Panic, we asked them to moo, but not only that, they scored themselves a double pass to Kevin Hart and the gold platinum exclusive Money Can't Buy prize, which is limited edition Jimmy Nath Budgie Smugglers.
Yeah, just quickly on Audio Bones, you might have heard us a little earlier in the show talk about Dating in the Dark, which is starting next week. And Audio Bones is our little host. It's our version. It's like Love Island meets Maths meets the Jimmy Nath Show with Emma.
Yep.
The 3 things. But I'm very excited for you to what Audio Bones has done. He's very funny.
He's an absolute whiz.
It's great. But as you said, Nate, there can only be one cow, one call a week. And this week, it's Naomi from Penrith.
Naomi, well done!
You are kidding me.
Now, Naomi, would you just like to remind everyone why you have won?
Oh, well, I may have told a secret about my secret.
Yeah. Naomi,
you tell people, your friends tell you secrets and say don't tell anyone, but you need to tell people, so you just tell random strangers at like bus stops.
Correct.
So just, Naomi, can you just play-by-play it for us, right? So you're catching the bus to work. You know one of your
Nate,
close
you be
friends.
the person next to her on the bus
Yes,
stop.
correct. Okay, I'm the stranger. I'm sitting next to you at the bus stop, Naomi. How does this play out? You be you. Go ahead.
Oh, I just say, I've got to get something off my chest because I take the bus every morning, so I sit next to a stranger every morning.
Okay.
And I just say, I've got something to get off my chest. Maybe my best friend's having an affair and I don't know what to do about it. What do you think? Or I might say, I don't know, whatever the secrets is that all my friends
Well, I feel
have.
like it's your best friend and she's having an affair.
What if you could get more of the Jimmy and Nath Show with Emma? You can with the podcast. Thanks to What If. You're only a what if away from great winter holidays. What if it's Aussie for travel?